You're watching Action News Now. Storm Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
Now we're taking a live look at Trinity County. Really sunny this evening, and much of Trinity County, as Chief Meteorologist Jason Stiff joins us again, is in higher elevations, but it's getting pretty warm there too, right, Jason?
Yeah, it's heating up for everybody. You can certainly escape some of the hottest temperatures if you go to the mountains, but it is still very warm and above average for everyone around the region. Now, this morning it was fairly comfortable. We had lows in the 40s in the mountains with 50s in the foothills, and it was mainly seasonable mid to upper 60s around the valley. We dropped down to 68 degrees in Redding, Chico, and Oroville, and it was 48 cool degrees in Chester, Bernie, and Alturas. Nothing cool about today's highs, though. So far, we haven't quite reached the peak of our heating yet. We're already well into the triple digits in much of our area. Redding, thus far, 109 degrees. Red Bluff, so far, a high of 108, 107 degrees in Corning. Oroville, 101 degrees at the airport. Look at all the 96s from Mount Shasta southward all the way through Bernie, Chester, and Paradise. So we don't have any clouds of any significance outside, and that's the way our sky is going to be tonight through all day Saturday. Then some changes are coming our direction, although we're still going to have that strong ridge overhead. So tomorrow we're peaking in all of our heating with nothing but sun. Then some high clouds start to push into our sky, cooling us ever so much and also giving a slight chance for some showers over the higher terrain, but not much rain is going to fall, and we're also going to have very dry weather for everybody else. There is a cooling trend ahead, but it's going to take about 4 more days for us just to cool to seasonable levels. That's going to be by Wednesday because we're going to be so hot Saturday and almost as hot on Sunday. It's going to take a long time to cool down, but once we get past Wednesday, which will be our one relatively seasonable day, the temperatures are going to start rising ever so much next Thursday and Friday too. So we're not quite done with the heat, but thankfully after the weekend, it will become much more tolerable as we go forward. And we'll also have that shift in the wind direction too, more of a downsloping wind for the next day or so. And then once we get to Sunday, a little bit of a change in our wind direction. It should bring in more of a breeze out of the south. That will cool us a little bit. It's not a really strong delta breeze, but we'll take anything we can get from the direction of the south. So looking at our heat alerts, we still have our heat advisories, all the areas in 4,500 feet of elevation and above, and all the excessive heat warnings for elevations at or below 4,500 feet. A good chance for temperatures between 108 and 113 both Saturday and Sunday for the valley. More triple digits all the way into the ridge, and also more triple digit heat for the higher elevations. So if you want to try to escape that heat heading to our lakes or reservoirs, it's going to be hot there too. Lake Oroville as well as Shasta Lake averaging right around 110 degrees. Even Trinity Lake and Lake Almanor, upper 90s, lower triple digits. So make sure you seek shelter in the shade, and also we'll make sure you drink plenty of cold fluids. Here's your forecast for tonight. We'll have lows in the 60s for the northwestern part of the state and more triple digits for the northwest. 107 degrees for high in Weaverville, Shingletown 105, 98 degrees in Mineral, and also 105 degrees for Quincy. For the ridge, look how hot it's going to be. We'll have lows only dropping down to the 70s, highs 90s and triple digits. So make sure you drink plenty of water this weekend. For the valley, we'll have lows tonight staying in the 70s, highs tomorrow 112 to 113, but that doesn't break records. And for the Chico area, lows tonight also in the lower to mid 70s, highs 108 to 110 on Saturday. That'll be the peak of our heating. We'll cool down to the upper 90s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in Chico, but that's still only seasonable. And for the Redding area, we'll be dropping from the 113 degrees tomorrow to 100 degrees on Wednesday. Again, finally dropping down to a more seasonable level.
I do not approve. Thanks, Jason. Not that